This is what happens when narcissists realize they have lost and lose their partner. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the new video. Thank you for always being there for us. Today's topic is very interesting. The moment a narcissist learns they've lost everything. Take a time to think about this. If it moves you, please show your support by liking, subscribing, and writing about it. Click on the link to see my free course called Narcissism 101, Early Warning Signs, Escaping the Trap, and Rebuilding Your Life. Find the link in the text if you want to learn more. To put new light on this old mystery, I'm taking different routes and creating content that is still based on this main idea, even if the focus changes a little. Many smart people have asked for a new look at this subject. So here we are, talking about how the way a narcissist thinks about their loss can have a big impact on them. It's important to know that being selfish in a relationship can hurt you for a long time. That person who used to not see their flaws will quickly understand that they'd lost the most important thing in their life. You. Of course, it's very important that you're here. It's not just about one broken relationship, though. It's about how they've broken up all of their relationships without trying to. Let's be honest, though. Narcissism always means the loss of more than one person, because the narcissist kills every relationship in a sneaky way. Narcissist feeds off of lies and setting people up against each other. They are involved in a lot of bad relationships and leave a lot of bad things behind them. You might not have known this when you first met, but as you watch this, you begin to understand. And when the narcissist finds out what they've lost, they will have to feel bad about what they did. These people have flaws just like everyone else. They are not gods. They will feel bad about the missed chances, broken relationships, and lives lost when they think about all the harm they caused. They will realize that being dishonest and cunning will only make their life lonely and empty. That being said, you often take a long time to get over things like this that upset you so much. It is a big job, and getting better takes a long time and is hard. It will hurt, and you'll have to work hard to deal with it. You'll start to feel better and regain the power the narcissist took away from you over time if you have the right mindset. There will come a time when you have to decide if you can forgive the narcissist for the hurt they caused in your life. Is it possible to forget someone and move on with your life? You need to do a lot of work first, though. You may have to move, break up with friends, or even readopt a pet in order to start over. To be clear, you can't forgive a narcissist. They willingly lead you down their hole of destruction, which is full of pain and trouble, without giving you any warning. If they gave you a 2-page note with their real goals, would you have agreed to go on a date with them? No, of course not. They do that because they enjoy smoke and mirrors games, in which they lie and trick you to get you to trust them. They leave behind broken hearts and lives that have been ruined when they're done. These beings are aware of how bad they are. For the most part, they jump from person to person and group to group, doing harm each time. But when they finally look back, they'll see what they've lost, which makes us happy. You might not have thought this was a good thing when the relationship ended because you were stuck in the trauma bond and hoped the narcissist would make things right and apologize for their bad behavior. It doesn't work that way. They don't care about your health. After the breakup, they decide how to get rid of you and wait for a big change in your life. If you're weak, they throw you away like trash from yesterday and feed off of your broken soul. It makes me sick, but that's how they do business. Their constant search is for the next person to rob and steal money from. But trust me, they'll remember the good things in their life, including you one day. But everything is a trick. They only want to protect what's important to them, which is you, because they see you as something useful they can use to boost their egos. If you're going through a breakup right now, your selfish partner will do everything they can to make it as painful and long as possible. Why? They know how great you are and how much you love, care, shine, and get it. They want to keep you because you meet all of their needs, so they will do anything to keep you. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not here to make you angry or upset. Reading more about narcissism will help you understand how likely it is that the narcissist will take over your life. You already know that they have broken your spirit and sucked decades from your life. Don't forget, though, that the narcissist knows exactly what they'll miss when they have to split up with you or get separated. When you gave up on them, they know what they lost. But they had other news sources before and after you. Then they used those to judge you and always tried to figure out what they were missing. What you gave the narcissist was one of a kind, rare and valuable, even though everyone is different. You were the reason they didn't give up, and you never truly wanted to split up. Because of this, you worked hard for it. You meant what you said when you got married, but the narcissist only saw it as an opportunity to abuse you. There was no love, kindness, or safety in your relationship. You were only a way for them to be mean, which was what they wanted. The narcissist will look back at you and want to be with you again after the relationship is over. Did you ever try to figure out what that means? What's the reason? They do it when they can't legally get what they need, or when they already have it, and want more of what you gave them. Your steady presence, plenty, and emotional support help them feel better about their fragile ego. They know that you cared about them, helped them out financially, and didn't judge them when you listened to them. You should know that when they hoover you, it's just a trick to get you back in the loop. All they want is to beat you again, and they'll do anything to do it. I'm sorry, but that's how it works. Now comes the big question. Egos will never know what they lost if they look back. They will, let's be honest. Are they brave enough to admit they were wrong? No way. They think they are much better than you. Are they able to understand what they did wrong and accept blame for the harm they caused? Not at all. That's not how they're made. Think about all the times the narcissists said they were sorry for hurting you. How many tears didn't belong to that animal on their shirt? How many times did they promise to change and work hard to keep you? Also, don't forget the word salad they gave you instead of real conversations. You spent all of your time, energy, and effort on the narcissist during the relationship. You were used up by the narcissist, but they never thought about how much you were worth. If they could see how often they forgot about you, they would shock you. In the beginning, for instance, everything was done as quickly as possible, so they could catch you in their web of lies. What was going on? Their response time dropped so much over time that you didn't know what was going on. What could have caused the change so quickly? Being bored. They were looking for another way to get food. Who knows? In fact, you should always go with your gut. It's likely that a relationship is too good to be true if you think it is. The narcissist then began to play games with you that they knew you would fall for. They tried very hard to get you to talk to them. They were sure you'd take the chance. Really, why wouldn't you? You were on the phone waiting for them to text you back. But as time went on, their texts became less useful, and all they would say in response was, "Okay, got it, thanks." It was only one word and wasn't even spelled correctly. They didn't seem to care about you at all. Their texts to other people, though, made it seem like it wasn't a big deal. They would type long sentences and have deep conversations with you while you were confused. You would be thinking, why do I only get one-word answers that aren't even spelled right, while someone else gets a speech? You understand why, right? Because they'll stand in for you. They are the new people that the ego wants to catch, just like you did. Everything seems to keep going the same way until you leave the situation or the narcissist gives up on you. But once the narcissist sees that they've lost you, the best thing that ever happened to them, they'll understand how wrong they were. They'll realize that their bad behavior hurt their relationships with their friends, work partners, and children. People are becoming more aware of their tricks and will no longer invite them to events. Also, don't think that the ego can always hide behind a mask. No matter what, they can't keep putting on shows. When they mess up, people will start to see through their act. They will break up with the people they were seeing, either now or later. Also, don't forget about the long-term friends that people often talk about when they talk about narcissists. People aren't always good friends, even if they've known each other for 20 years. More than likely, they're just a way for the ego to look good or get what they want. Okay, hold on a second. People don't always know when they're with a narcissist because they don't know what to look for. That could be due to two things. They might know it, but they don't say anything because they don't want to become the next target. Second, they never see the real them because they don't see the ego very often. That's right. You are more likely to see through a narcissist's mask the longer you hang out with them. It's really that simple. In reality, though, most harm takes place when no one is around. When you're home or in a car by yourself with a narcissist, all hell breaks loose. Things are different when they're out in public because they want to look good and show everyone what a great person they are. You, on the other hand, are hurting mentally, emotionally, financially, and in other ways. Their only use for you is to hit something. Pay attention now. The narcissist will know they lost. Believe me, but they won't say that since they believe they are superior. Here's the thing though, they knew what they were getting when they started dating you. That's the main reason they did it. People used you, threw you away, and left you on the side of the road. But what? You became stronger. You rose from the ashes like a phoenix and became the best person you could be. The pride is no longer a part of the game. Even though you're having the best time of your life, they're destroying relationships with other people and don't even know it. That person, though, will know they lost. They did lose, let's be honest. You get it, right? Have trust in yourself, be strong and be yourself. You're not by yourself. Let's start getting better until we see each other again.